Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share with you how to make money on Deriv trading the over and under options. Also, I'm going to show you a simple technique that you can use to turn your losing trades into profitable trades. So you might want to stick around until the end of this video. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what is the over and under option. So over and under is basically when you predict if the next number is going to be above or below your last digit prediction. Okay, let me show you how it works with an example, right? So if you go to this website right here, this is a Deriv trading platform, right? So if you don't have an account with Deriv, you have to create an account with Deriv so that you can use this platform. I will leave a link in the description. If you go to this website right here and create your account, you are going to have to deposit the money into your account first, right? So just make sure your account have got some money. If you don't have money yet to deposit, you can create a demo account with this and then you see how it works, right? So first of all, you want to come to this website and then you want to click here where it says Deriv D Trader. So if I click here, you are going to see three options right here. We have the Deriv Trader, the Dbot, and the Smart Trader. So I want to click here where it says Smart Trader. So first of all, we want to change the market, right? So you can see, right, if I click here, if I click here where it says market, I can change a few things right here. I can change to any instruments that I want to trade on, right? I'm just gonna leave mine to volatility 10 index. And then I'm going to go to trade types and then I'm going to scroll down until I find the over and under. And you can see right here, I can select over and under, right? Once I select over and under, so the next thing that I want to do here is I want to go to last digit prediction. This is very important, right? So if I change here, we are going to see a lot of changes also on the other side, right? Whatever I change right here, you are going to see a lot of changes right on this side right here, right? So for example, I'm just going to choose one right here. So if I choose one, you are going to see that now I have this stake. You can change this stake right here. I'm just going to leave this to 10 for this example, right? And then you are going to see that if I'm going to stake $10 on this bet, right, and I'm going to say after 3 ticks, right, the next digit that is going to come is going to be greater than 1. I'm going to profit from this trade. But if that number is 1 or 0, then I'm going to lose this trade, right? I want you to pay attention where it says payout right here, right? So these two numbers are going to be very important for the strategy that I'm about to show you, right? So if I put last prediction to 1, the payout is going to be 12 and I'm going to risk $10 to make $12. That means my profit is only $2.32, right? Why is this profit very low? Because I have more probability of making this trade a winning trade than losing this. And then you are going to also see that if I'm going to say the next number that is going to come after these 3 ticks is going to be less than 1, which means I only have one chance. I only have 0. If the number is not 0, then I am going to lose from this. So you can see that for only staking $10, if I get that right, I'm going to get $89 in return, right? So this means I have more chances of winning if I purchase here on the over side, because I have a high probability, but I'm going to make a very low payout. So the tick duration right here is going to be the number of ticks that you are going to need for your trade to either win or lose, right? So since I have a small account here with only $38, I'm just going to put 1 as my prediction, right? As my stake right here. And then I'm going to place a trade right here. So firstly, I want to place a trade that I'm going to purchase, right? So I'm just going to purchase on over, right? So this is the first trade that I'm going to show you as an example. I'm going to purchase here and you are going to see that if I win this, right, I'm going to only make 23 cents on each and every dollar that I risk. So let's click purchase right here. So you're going to see these numbers running below right here. And you can see the number that I got was over 1, right? So all these numbers that are green are my chances of winning. And these two numbers that are in gray are my chances of losing. So you can see the probability here of winning is high, but also the payout that I got is very small because I got only 23 cents from a $1 risk. Now, let me show you what would happen if you go to the other side, right? If I place under, right, again, I'm going to be risking the same dollar and I'm going to purchase under. You are going to see that the only chance that I was going to win here is if the last digit was 0. And you can see that I have a high chance of losing because there's a lot of numbers in gray here, which is these are all the chances of losing. And of course, this was lost, and we just lost $1 for this example, right? So this is exactly how it works, right? Now, if you look at this, you are going to see that if I change this last prediction number to 5, you would say that I need to have a 50-50 chance of winning, right? Or if I change this to 4, I need to have a 50-50 chance of winning. But that's not the case with these options on Deriv. You don't have a 50-50 chance of winning. When you win, you are going to get less than your stake. And when you lose, you are going to lose more than your average winning. So for me and for you, it's a minus sum game, this game, because in a long run, you probably are going to lose money, right? But there's a few techniques that we can use to take profits from this type of trades, and I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, so basically this is how it works. So firstly, we are going to put the last prediction number to the lowest number so that we get a very high chance of winning, right? So we want a very high chance of winning. We want to get like 10 trades in a row of winning. So to do that, we are going to choose here either 0 or 1, but 0 is the safest of them, because for you to lose, if you choose 0 as your last digit prediction, it means you only lose if the last digit closes as 0, and all the time when it closes without it being 0, you are going to be making this small return, right? But eventually you are going to lose at some point, right? So what do you do when you lose, right? So when you lose, what you do simply is you want to change the last digit prediction to a higher number like 4, right? If you do this, you're going to see that if you win that next trade, then you are going to get $19, and then you are going to recover the $10 that you lost, right? So I will do this and see if we are going to recover it with this, right? Right now, as you can see, we just recovered the $10 because this trade have now turned out to be a winner, right? So since this trade is a win and we have made $9 in profit, plus those small profits that we have been making, we have recovered our losses, right? If I had changed this to over 5, the return would also been bigger, right? So once you recover your losses, you go back and change this last prediction to 0 again, and you keep going doing the same thing. Now, this is something that is going to be very tiring for you to do, but if you do it, if you are patient enough to do it, you probably are going to make some of the profits that you probably wouldn't have ever made on Deriv. And also the good thing is I've automated this system into a simple trading robot, right? If you want to see that trading robot and how it works, check out the video appearing on the screen right now.